Hey there, I did a video on digging deeper into the D chord, and I'm going to do the next one, which is digging deeper into the A chord. And so we're going to start right out with the A chord. I like to play the A chord with these three fingers, the open A chord, with my second, third, and fourth finger, because it just gives me a little bit more real estate and I don't feel so cramped. If I play it with my first, second, and third, it's really tough to get them all on the same fret there, on adjacent strings. If I get rid of the first finger and use the second, third, and fourth, it feels a little more comfortable to me. And so there'll be nothing on the bottom string, the A chord, then open, second, 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 and open. And that would be our A major chord, okay? The notes in that would be A, C sharp, and E. 1, 3, 5. So that's A is our 1 or our root. C sharp is our third, and E is our fifth. Okay? And then to make it minor, we just take off the pinky and put our first finger on the first fret of the second string. And that's A minor. And that's the root of that is A, and the third of that is C, not C sharp. And then the fifth is E. Okay? Now, one of the first chords I want to show you is a very common chord would be A sus, or A suspended, or A suspended fourth, or A sus4. It could be any of those. And basically all I'm doing is I'm taking that third, the C sharp, and I'm going up a half step to the fourth. If we were to count the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can hear that you can have the triad there, 1, 3, 5. And you also have the 2 and the 4. So what we're doing is we're just substituting the 4 for the 3. And we get this suspended chord which wants to be resolved. It wants to go somewhere. Okay? And I'm just sliding my pinky up. So my pinky is now on the third fret. So it's open, second, second, third, and open. Alright. Another chord we could do would just be to take the pinky off completely and let the B string ring out. And I call that an A2 chord. It's just basically two fingers. The B string is open, and in that, when I was talking about the scale, 1, 2, the 2 note is a B. It's the second note after A. So I'm just adding that B note in there. There's no third in this. There's no C sharp in this. So you couldn't tell if this were, if we were going to or coming from an A major or an A minor chord on this one. It's just what it is, okay? There's no third here. So some people might call this an A2 no third, or an A add 9 no third, or something like that. That would go way back. And I just like the simple, quick notation of A2. When I write A2, I know what I mean. And you could have a third in there, but we're not going to learn that one. Okay, now to A minor, A sus, same exact voicing. Okay, same voicing as the A major. That's just A sus is A sus. It doesn't have a major or minor tonality. And the A2 that I'm playing also could go from minor. So listen to the sus, the A sus going to an A, and then to an A2, and then back to an A. And it sounds like this. Now I'm going to go minor. Now, even though those the A sus and the A2 chord are identical in both those two progressions, they sound different because they're coming to and going to a major or a minor chord. It makes a big difference. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at this A chord again. Let's make an A major 7 out of it. And one way we can do this is by taking this A note in the middle here and go down a fret. Okay, so a major 7th has a note that's 1 fret or a half step below one of the roots. So in this case we have 2 A's in here. We can take this A down a half step and we get this. That's A major 7. So it's open, 2, 1, 2, open. If I take off that first finger, I get A7. Another name for A7 would be A dominant 7. Okay, don't worry, there's no quiz at the end of the week. You don't have to know all this nomenclature and all this terminology. I'm just hoping that a little bit of it kind of starts to sink in if you don't understand chord naming and chord theory. That you know, with every one of these videos, you'll learn a little bit more, and you'll be able to walk away with some knowledge and some ability. If someone says play A7, that would be this. If someone says play A major 7, it would be this. Okay. On the other video, we did a D6, so let's do an A6. but I can't go down any further on without tuning the G string down to F sharp, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so what I could do is just bar the top 4 strings at the 2nd fret. So it would be open, 2, 2, 2, 2, and there's your 6. In fact, it sounds like Bohemian Rhapsody. So that's a 6. That's one way to play an A6 chord. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way we can play a major 7th and a 7th in the A form. Okay, if you imagine this 6, let's go. Remember, the 6 was below the 7th, so let's go to the 7th right there. So that's an A7 as well. It's open, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, and 3rd fret. And then major 7, we go up another half step. We go open, 2, 2, 2, 4. And if we go one more, we get to the root. So this is just an A chord. Kind of sounds like a G chord. You know, play G like this. It's kind of the same, similar sound as a G, open G chord, A form. So, all right. Now with minor chord, the minor with a major 7 is a fairly rare chord. It's usually a passing chord. And so if I take that minor chord and I take that A down a fret, we get to the G sharp. Then we get that chord. I love that chord. That's a beautiful chord. And so I'm fingering it with my 3rd finger and then my 1st and 2nd here. So it's open, 2, 1, 1, open. And then if I open that G string up like that, that's A minor 7. So here's A minor with a major 7. So it would be A minor / major 7. There's no good way to notate that. And then A minor 7. And if we want A minor 6, we're going to kind of do the same thing we did before, which was make an A minor chord, and we're just going to add this 2nd fret on the 1st string. And there's A minor 6. Okay? And we could also do A minor 7 if we move that pinky up a fret. We could do A minor 7 that way. And if we want to go another, that's pretty extreme. I wouldn't grab that chord very, normally, unless I was maybe coming from this chord. But it's just not. It's easier to do A minor with a major 7 that way, if I even do it. Okay. Let's see. What other chords? The augmented. So we have 2 E's in this voicing. Okay. It's A, E, A, C sharp, E. So an augmented chord is a sharp 5, which the 5 of the chord is E. So we're going to have to sharp both of those E's. Now technically these are E sharps, but they're also the same name as F. But if I were to write this out theoretically, I would write A, C sharp, and E sharp, because that would make it sound more like a triad. Okay, that's pretty extreme, scenario, but anyway, there's your augmented chord. And if I were to do that in minor, you're basically going to end up kind of with a basically an F chord with an A in the bass. Same chord. So A minor, sharp 5. Take both those E's and go up a fret. It's going to be basically F over A. We can go up to here to that 6th, A minor 6, and then back down. Kind of get that James Bond sound. So that's basically some chords, some new chords to add to your vocabulary or to your repertoire, and also give you some theoretical knowledge. Maybe, hopefully, you can get a little bit from this to better understand what you're doing when you're playing some of these voicings, or how to find them and grab them. Okay, I hope this helps. So we'll do E next, and then we'll do C and G. So we'll hit all the main caged open chords. Okay? Talk to you soon. God bless. Bye.